back to my YouTube channel. So today, as you can see from the title, I'm going to be filming a get to know me tag. I asked questions on my Instagram. I did like the little questions thing and I asked you guys to ask me questions for my video. So I'm going to just jump right into the questions and see what you guys want to know. So let's jump right into the video. So question number 1, what is your full name? So my name is honestly what my YouTube name is, what my Instagram name is. My full name is Sydney Austyn Taylor. So yeah, my usernames aren't any nicknames or anything like that. Straight to the point, Sydney Austyn. How old are you? I am 22 years old. My birthday is on March 11th. That's not one of the questions, but I'm gonna just throw that out there that my birthday is March 11th. So I just turned 22 like a month and like a half ago, you could say. So yeah, I'm 22. And where you from? I'm from Jersey.
This is Jersey!
North Jersey to be exact, because you know, let's not even get into that like whole thing. But I'm from Jersey, born and raised, always lived here. I'm from Jersey and repping real hard, not from the 973, period. Who is my celebrity crush? Chris Brown. Christopher Maurice Brown. That's it. Who are my best friends? So I have like 4. My high school best friend since freshman year in Malaysia. Also my high school best friend like since like sophomore or freshman year, my friend Ray. My friend Latre, she's my college best friend. We've been riding since freshman year of college. And I say my boyfriend is also one of my best friends. So we've been riding since freshman year of college as well. So yeah, those are my ride or dies, for real, for real. What's your zodiac sign? I'm a Pisces, okay? Cool, calm, and collected. Just be chilling, be minding our business. We got a little sensitive side, but you know, we just be minding our business. That's all. That's it. And that's all. Cool, calm, and collected. We the best sign. Ooh, this is a good one. My biggest pet peeves. I think my number 1 pet peeve is loud people. Like, there's just like a special place like in me that like really like despises like really loud people. Like, it just annoys me. Like, why are you loud? Like, I understand like if we outside, not even, actually no, let me scratch that, not even if we outside, I just don't like loud people. Like, y'all all know that loud girl from high school that was being loud. Oh, best friend with the Arizona and the hot chips at 9 a.m. in the morning. Like, them kind of loud people, I can't get with it. Okay, just had to make sure it was still recording. My biggest pet peeve is loud people. And I think my second like biggest pet peeve is being ignored. Like, that really like gets under my skin. Like, don't ignore me. My goals for the year. I think my top goal right now for 2020, well, my 2 top goals were graduate, 1, and 2, get a car. I want a car so bad, and I think that's like the only thing that's like really on my mind right now, because you know school's coming to an end, so I'm going to be graduating in like a week. So it's like that's not really on my mind because I already know that's secured. But a car is like top 2, and it ain't 2. And also getting a job after I graduate, because you know with all this COVID-19 stuff, it kind of messed up the whole workforce for everybody graduating in 2020. If you wasn't really working towards it this semester, it kind of messed everything up because everything's remote working and working from home and all that stuff. So it's just a lot. But car, job. My biggest fear, I think one of my biggest fears is like the ocean, kind of, because just think about it. Like, I love the beach, I love the ocean. I go in the ocean until like it's up to my neck. Like, I don't care. Like, I like to swim, I'm a fish. But like when I really sit there and like think, like the ocean is huge, and like it's just a big mass of water, and like just think about being stranded in the middle of the ocean. Like, you know, first thing you want to do when quarantine is over. The first thing I want to do when quarantine is over is go on a freaking vacation. Like, I can't stress it enough. Like, I want to go somewhere where it's hot. I can get a tan, be on somebody's beach all day, have some nice drinks, and enjoy myself. Like, I just want to go on a vacation. I don't care where it is. Actually, I do care where it is. But I just need to go on a vacation because I can't, like, this whole quarantine stuff and being in the house all day is not cutting it for the kid. And I got to get out of here. So I need to go on a vacation. I need to be on the first flight out of here. How am I dealing with quarantine? Honestly, quarantine hasn't really been that bad for me. It was kind of like rocky in the beginning because I'm just like, oh, bro, like I came from being at school and like now I'm home and like we really can't go nowhere. Like everything's locked down. Like I was like annoyed about it at first and like I was really, really bored. But when I really thought about it, it's like I really like, I'm bored, but it's like I have something to do. I have work to do. Honestly, my work really fulfilled most of my time because I always had something to do. I always had a paper to write or an assignment to turn in. So really my assignments kept me busy. And I be on YouTube and social media and on the phone all day. So it really hasn't been that bad. Yeah, it really hasn't been phasing me no more. So I'm cool off it. My biggest regret. I wouldn't say necessarily that it's a regret. Ugh, a regret. But I think something that I guess would be a regret is I would kind of just go back to like my freshman year of high school self and just like really push myself a little harder because when I look back at like the last 4 years of college compared to my 4 years of high school, like I pushed myself way harder in college than I ever did in high school. High school, I was honestly just coasting along. And you know, your freshman year is always the foundation of your 4 years. And my freshman year was not the best. So I just wish I would have pushed myself harder to be a better student and to really focus on my academics. And yeah, that's something that I kind of regret. Favorite genre of music? Okay, I don't really have one. It's really two. R&B is first and foremost because I'm an R&B head. Old school, early 2000s, the 1990s, like that's my music. Like I'm really more of an old school kind of music kind of person. Like I'm straight, like I can listen to Jodeci and all of them, like just all day and just be in my Birkin bag, like for real, just be in my feelings and really just be singing my heart out. And like I don't really won't need to listen to like rap or nothing like that. Like R&B really like gets me like really honestly, it don't really always put me in like in a sad mood. It really like puts me in a good mood, especially when you clean it and you listen to R&B. Honey, that's it. R&B and I'll say hip hop because I mean, who don't like hip hop? I mean, it gets you lit, it gets you turned up. So R&B and hip hop are my favorite genres of music, but R&B first and foremost. Single or taken? I'm taken. I'm in a relationship. Sorry, but not for real. Yeah, I'm in a relationship, so I'm not single. Boo, haven't been for 4 years, almost 4 years, like 3.5 years. My favorite song. Honestly, my favorite song right now is No Guidance by Chris Brown and Drake. Like that song, like every single time I get in the car, I have to listen to it at least one time. One time. Like that song really just gets like that song really just it's a bop. Like, come on, like we needed that collab. We needed them together. And that song has been a bop since summer 19 and it's still going. Every single time I get in the car and if I'm not on Bluetooth on the aux and it's the radio, they play No Guidance on the radio all the time. So you know it's a bop and it's still been going for months now. So that's my favorite song. Favorite food. My favorite food is drumroll sushi. And listen, I don't have time for the naysayers. Oh, sushi's nasty. It's raw. Listen, sushi is the bomb. I can eat sushi all day, every day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Sushi will be sushi. If I were on death row and I had to pick a last meal, it would be sushi. Like, sushi is my favorite food, and it has been my favorite food since I was like in the 5th grade. Like, I eat everything. Nothing is off limits. Like, sushi is that. Sushi is top two, and it's not two. My favorite movie. My favorite movie is ATL. ATL is my favorite movie. That movie just like, I don't know. I just think that the T.I. and Lauren London collab in that movie was just like very much needed. It was giving real hood vibes, real hood love story vibes. You know, he didn't have to snatch Shorty necklace off like that. You know, she was just trying to live her life, trying to be the new, rocking the new. But yeah, ATL is definitely my favorite movie. Okay, now these next couple questions are kind of like college questions. So the first question is, how was your transition, changing colleges slash your major, and what would you have done differently? So just a little quick backstory. I originally, for my freshman and sophomore year, I was going to Cheney University in Pennsylvania, and I transferred to Delaware State University going into my junior year. So I was at Cheney for 2 years and Delaware State for 2 years. So initially, my transition from Cheney to Delaware was, um, I would say it was smooth because I was ready to transfer after my freshman year. I was gonna transfer after my freshman year, but I kind of decided to just like buckle down and just get 2 years of university under my belt, and then, you know, get my grades up and my GPA up as high as I could. And then I would pick the schools that I wanted to apply to and then just transfer to those, and it would be like an automatic accept. I think my transition was pretty smooth, and I was never like, I never really questioned it. I always knew I wanted to transfer because the first school that I went to wasn't my first choice. It was kind of like my last resort. But I'm glad I went to that school because I met a lot of lifetime long friends. And I didn't change my major when I got to Dell State. I changed it maybe for like I changed it for like a week. Let me just give y'all a backstory on that too. So when I got to Dell State, I'm a psychology major. I was a psychology major when I was at Cheney, still a psychology major when I went to Dell State. So when I got to Dell State, they weren't trying to accept one of my math classes, so I was gonna have to take, I think, like algebra or something like that over again. Mind you, I hate math. Like, math is not my strong suit. I'm terrible at math. Like, I just passed with math. Like, I just passed, and that's with finesse. Like, I just passed. So I was going to my advisor like all the time. Like, I be beating that lady in the head, like with all my plans, goals, what I'm trying to graduate on time, this, that, and the third. And I was not trying to take math again. Like, I was not. So I went to her, and she wasn't really telling me what I wanted to hear. So I went to another advisor, and we figured something out. We was like, oh, like, you know, you could switch your major to sociology and you wouldn't have to take math, but then you'd be 27 classes behind. And I was like, whoa. I'm not doing that. So I had to just buckle down and just take that math class again, took it online, passed the class, and everything was all Gucci. Everything was groovy. So I only changed my major for maybe like, probably not even a week, probably like the weekend. And then I snapped back into reality on that Monday, like, I'm not about to be no sociology major. So yeah, I never really changed my major. I've always been a psychology major. And what would I have done differently? Um, I'm just gonna assume that what would I have done differently is without, like, I guess, my college career. Um, I think one thing I would have done differently, I don't think I would have done anything different. I feel like everything that I've done throughout my 4 years of college has been very like on point, on route of what I wanted to do. So I don't think I really would have done anything different. I got to my first school, did what I had to do. I knew I wanted to transfer. So I planned, I executed, I did it. I got to my new school. I did what I was supposed to do, stay on track, get good grades, make dean lists, and graduate on time. That was really it. So I don't think I would have done anything differently because I enjoyed all my 4 years of college at both schools. So I don't think I would have changed anything. What college do you go to? I just answered this, but Delaware State University. State. But yeah, I go to Delaware State University. But you know, I can kind of say that I'm alum-ish because you know I'm finna graduate virtually on the 16th. So Del State is my alma mater. So yes. What made you decide to transfer schools and how did you pick your new school? Okay. So what made me decide to transfer schools was my original school for freshman and sophomore year was not my first choice. When I was in high school and I was applying to schools and I went on like this HBCU tour, my initial first pick before the HBCU tour was I wanted to go to Howard University. And then when I saw Howard University, I was like, I'm not really feeling it. And then I saw Morgan State, and then Morgan State became my first pick. But like I said before, you know, my uh, high school, you know, my foundation wasn't the best. So I wasn't getting accepted to my schools that I wanted to. So I couldn't go to Morgan. And I don't really know how Cheney came about. I'm not even gonna hold you. I really don't remember at all. I really don't even remember applying. So I went to Cheney. Cheney was kind of my last resort. If not Cheney, then I was going to community college in Jersey. Gonna do that, and then I was gonna go to a university. But I went to Cheney, and I just did that for 2 years, and just to get a university under my belt because I felt like I could just go to a university, do these 2 years. Even though I really shouldn't have thought like that, I could have went to the community college and did what I had to do for those 2 years for cheaper, and then went to and transferred to the school that I wanted to. But I don't know, my mindset was kind of different, but I still don't regret that. So went to Cheney for 2 years, did what I had to do, and then transferred. So my initial reason for transferring was one, that school wasn't my first choice, and two, the first school really wasn't offering all that I needed it to. Yeah, that's basically it. Like my first school wasn't really offering all that I needed it to, and I feel like I needed more of a college experience, if you know what I mean. I know college is what you make it and everything, but I just felt like it wasn't what I wanted it to be. So, and along with that, now that wasn't my first choice initially. So I transferred. And how I picked my new school, I applied to 3 schools. I applied to Delaware State, I applied to Virginia State, and I applied to Morgan State, and I got accepted to all 3. And my parents wasn't jacking me being 6 hours away and having to come pick me up from Jersey 6 hours away, or Morgan State 4.5 hours away. They wasn't jacking that. So I'm like 2.5 hours away from home. So like the same distance from my first school, just like 30 minutes more. So really Del State. But I wanted to go to Del State when I was in high school as well. So it wasn't like, it was just like, oh, I'm gonna just go here just cause. Like I actually wanted to go, hence why I applied. My last question is, what has college taught me? Is that a correct grammatical sentence? What has college taught you?
Stupid.
Yes, it is. Okay, so college has taught me honestly a lot of things. College has taught me to be very self-disciplined, because I didn't really have a lot of self-discipline before going to college. I kind of just went with the flow and did what I felt like doing. So self-discipline first and foremost. I think college taught me to get outside of the box a little bit because I wasn't really for like joining things and joining clubs and all this kind of stuff. So I think that kind of was another factor. I think college taught me that as well, to kind of get outside my box and outside my shell. And I think college has also taught me to apply myself in everything that I do, because I feel like everything follows you, you know? So I feel like do the best that you can in everything. Don't lack, don't have, do it. Just do it. And also college has taught me to not procrastinate, because procrastination is the worst, and having to do things very last minute and put together papers and projects and all these kind of things last minute is not for me. I don't know about everybody else, but I mean, I'm still doing it, you know. It's getting me by, you know. But I think college has really taught me a lot of things. But honestly, self-discipline has been the number one thing. That is basically it for my get to know me tag. I really enjoyed answering these questions. Actually, some of these questions were really interesting and I really liked answering them. So this was my first little Q&A that I really enjoyed filming. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys like, comment, share the video with your mama, your grandmama, anybody, brother, sister, uncle, all that. And subscribe, most importantly. So once again, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.